I'm feeling freaky tonight. What about you? Come on. This is Shot Star. You ready? He said, meet me in the bathroom. I'ma put it on 'cause I'm a freak. Yeah. He said, no panties, no bras on, just you. I'm hungry, looking kinda sweet. Alright. He's getting excited. Yeah. All this talking got him so weak. He gon' put it down, I'm gon' fall in love. I can't wait to feel his body heat. I can't wait to feel his body heat. I can't wait to feel his body. You keep telling me you're a freak. Hope you can't keep up in these sheets all night. All night, yeah. Candles, handcuffs ready for me. Too much for you, told you I'm a freak all night. Listen, I said I'll make the rules bold. I want it rough, want it hard, want it deep. Yeah. I said don't worry about clothes on, just heels and cuffs on me. Yeah. Alright. I'm making shit happen. One drink, one spit for me. And I'ma throw it back. He gon' watch me go. Hope he's ready for round 3. I can't wait to feel his body. I can't wait to feel his body. And you keep telling me you're a freak. Hope you can't keep up in these sheets all night. All night, yeah. Candles, handcuffs ready for me. Too much for you, told you I'm a freak. Give it to me, yeah. This feeling feels so, and it makes me feel so good, and it makes me feel so good, yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. This feeling feels so good, and it feels so good, yeah. You keep telling me, hope you can't keep up in these sheets all night, all night. Candles, ready for me. Too much for you, told you I'm a freak, babe, yeah.
Live it up for the ones that should have been here. Let's celebrate them with your glass up. Now get your ass up, party like it's the last one. If you wanna ride, come through. Get lit with me tonight. Come through. Don't know what you were expecting. It's so about to be epic. Come on. If you wanna ride, come through. Get lit with me tonight. Come through. Don't know what you were expecting. It's so about to be epic. Come on. If you wanna ride, come through. Get lit with me tonight. Come through. Don't know what you were expecting. It's so about to be epic. Come on, if you wanna ride, come through. Get lit with me tonight. Come through. Don't know what you were expecting. It's so about to be epic. Come on. Everybody get live with the band. Everybody get live with the band. Everybody getting drunk up on it. Having fun up on it like a Mary Jane. Take a picture.
Hello and welcome to Live from Next Sound Studio, where each week we connect independent music artists with their fans through their lyrics. I'm your host, Chantel Nicole, and I am here as your host to guide you through the night. Each week, you will be entertained through performance and in-depth conversation with our director, Will B. Walker, and his director's cut. And tonight is no different. I know you are eager to get to the show, so let's not keep you waiting. Let's welcome to the stage tonight's featured artist, Shaw Star. New York City's own Bronx native Shaw Star has an extraordinary way of cutting straight through to the core of her listeners' emotions. With the gift of songwriting, Shaw Star's lyrics and melodies expose a truly sensitive yet powerful artist whose soul-shattering vocals have the power to provoke a profound response from her audience. With an early start in the music game, Shaw Star started exploring and showcasing her various music skill sets from the age of 3. From singing in a church as a little girl to performing on some of the tri-state area's biggest stages. Also working with heavy hitter producers such as Team Nova Boys and Ty Tracks, she creates music for the people. Additionally, she has worked and performed with, but not limited to, well-known entertainers and stages, which includes McDonald Gospel Choir, Cutting Room, It's Showtime at the Apollo, and various other showcases, podcasts, radio shows, and events. Shaw Star recently released her album called Here's Everything Raw, H-E-R, and she's here tonight to perform tracks from that album. But first, here she is with our director to talk about the lyrics to our first performance of the night.
Welcome everyone. I'm Will B. Walker. I'm sitting here with Shaw Star. She's the lady of the hour. Just gonna jump right into it. I know you've won Apollo a couple of times. Let's talk about your experience being on that infamous, legendary Apollo stage and what that experience was like for you.
Yes, so it was actually, I think I went in '09, and it was a great experience. I remember I was waiting on a long line on a hot summer day, and I was going to give up. I'm like, no, I'm going to leave. It's too many people, but I finally stuck through it. When I went, I wasn't really nervous, but I was just like, I really want to make it to the stage because they had to pick and choose who they was actually going to put on the stage. It's like an audition or whatever. Mm-hmm. So when I finally got the call that I was going to be on the stage for Amateur Night, I was super, super excited. I did Whitney Houston. Which one did I do? I Have Nothing. I did I Have Nothing.
You know you can't play around with that song now.
Yes. Anytime you do a Whitney song, you have to be at your best. And with this crowd, you definitely got to be on, your P's and Q's. So I did great. I won 2 times. Unfortunately, the third time I didn't win. And that's because there was somebody else who sang the same song. But they had a bus full of church people.
They had the crowd.
That's the reason why she won. Not because of the vocals, no disrespect, but it was because she had a crowd of people who came to support. At that point, there were people who came to see me, but they kept saying, oh, we know you're going to win, and we don't have to show up for the third one. They should have came for the third one because I lost. But it was a great experience. Met a lot of great people that night. It was a great experience.
Well, that was you performing some of Whitney's music. Let's talk about your music and your debut album, Her.
Yes.
That's out now, so be sure to check it out.
Yes.
So let's talk about that album as a collective and what it was like to put together all the music.
So for a long time, I was trying my hardest to figure out when I was going to drop an album. I did a mixtape a couple of years ago, On Top of My Game, when I was like a teenager, early 20s. And it did really good. Had a mixtape release party. Everything was great for that. And then I wasn't really too sure if I wanted to do the music. It was just a lot going on. Just trying to grow up and figure out life. Went to school. Became a mom. Then I decided to say, I'm going to drop some music. And I did for 2020. And Here's Everything Raw, aka Her, is the album. And it's a great body of work. I had a lot of time to reflect during the pandemic, especially because I work from home. I'm also a social worker, so I got a chance to really get into my craft, really think about what I want to do, focus on relationships, and, just figuring out who I am as a person, especially in my love life. So therefore, it's more relationship based off of me and my experiences. Unfortunately, unhealthy, toxic relationships.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna
But it's a lesson learned. Is about growth. Is about recognizing things that I have contributed to the relationship, not just putting the blame on the people that I'm dealing with, and just really trying to understand how can I heal and move forward. And so during the pandemic, I felt like there was a lot of reflection going on. Perfect time to get into the studio and really express myself through the music. So it's a good 90s type of flow, R&B, maybe about one or two pop songs. And yeah, it's my baby. It's my first everything.
So that's the album as a collective. Let's talk about one of the songs from off of that. Her. Be
Yes.
careful with her.
Yes.
And in that song, you say, be careful of who you put your heart onto.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit more about what that lyric means.
So her is actually okay. Well, I'm going to explain what her is. It's not actually the acronym of her. Here's everything raw. It's actually just
her.
Right.
Yes.
And it's shout out to Team Nova Boys for production, and Robbie Nova. He also co-wrote the song with me.
Okay.
And the first day we get into the studio, we're getting to know each other, and we're already he's on the keyboards, I'm writing, we're getting to work right away. And it's a smash hit to me. But so pretty much it's about letting these men know that even though I'm a nice woman, I'm very catering and submissive, I have another crazy side of me, and if you get to that point, you're going to see something else. So I'm warning you not to get to that side, only because it really don't have to be all of that, it doesn't have to be that. So just letting people know, don't play with the heart, because at the end of the day, the heart is very precious. And if you're just not with love, then move on. And if you're with me, if you're messing with me, let's do this. Let's, make something work. So her is just me warning you that there are other sides. And if you don't want to see that side, you better be careful of her.
Well, very well explained. They better watch out. And here she will be performing it live. Just as soon as we're back from this commercial break, we're going to go straight to that live performance of Her with Shy Star.
Created to shine. He's a soul survivor. The rise of the underdog. He rose undefeated now. Singing a soldier song. The pain is not deleted. Underdog.
Your discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
Are you looking for real opinions, informed reviews, and deep knowledge about every facet of the music industry? Well, look no further than CCTV, the non-stop pop show.
That's right. Join me, Chantel, Nicole, and Chris, your music industry insiders with years of experience from all across the music industry.
Yes, here on CCTV, we review and deep dive into your favorite artists' songs and careers.
But that's not all. We also interview music industry professionals, including artists, producers, choreographers, and everything in between.
So don't miss out. Come along for the ride and join the non-stop pop party.
Subscribe now on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube, and tune into our latest episode. Due discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I made y'all think this was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made y'all think this all started 2 years ago and not in the Bronx. Maybe I made y'all think every bar written was a hit, that my skills didn't come from hard work, frustration, letdowns, and dedication. Maybe it's my fault that y'all never saw me get pushed to the side, ignored, or even buy my own tickets to give out for free. Maybe I made y'all think rapping was something I decided to do and not something I was born with. Maybe I thought I never tried enough.
Or maybe it's time to remind y'all where I'm from.
Hi, I'm Chantel Nicole, host of Live from Next Sound Studio. See America's top indie music artists perform live and hear the story behind their lyrics. Tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. EST on the YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio NYC, and I'll see you there.
I try to get you out of my mind. Come back to me every time. You've been pulling me back just like that. With you, I gotta be careful. You the type to call, see if you still get through. You be playing my games with my mental. And every time I try to move on, like who sent you? Be careful who you pour your heart on to. Come on, be careful with her. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Be careful with. Good morning, Texas, wasting my time. You start with me each and every night. You've been pulling me back just like that. With you, I gotta be stronger. I'm the one you want, but I'ma cut you loose. You the type to have it all, I still miss you. But every time I try to move on, you make your move. Be careful who you pour your heart on to. Come on. Be careful with her, yeah, 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 yeah. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Be careful with her. Little louder. Say, be careful with her. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Need you, baby, by my side. Love you, hate you. Tell me why. Came back to me, lie after lie, 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 lie. Yeah, crave you more and more all the time. Body's calling you every night. Block your number when you make me cry. Cry. Be careful with her. And oh, be careful with her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Yeah, yeah. Be careful with her. Yeah. Be careful with her. Tell me what you want. What you want from me. Tell me what you want. What you want from me. Be careful with.
Okay, sis, that is a vibe. And speaking of vibe, let's give it up for Next Sound Studio and the UBC TV network for providing this awesome platform. You too could be part of the movement. So, if you are interested in showcasing your talent right here on Live from the Next Sound Studio stage, please be sure to scan the QR code below and select artist submission. Don't forget to add your music links in the message box to finalize your submission. Now let's take it back to our director's cut where Will and Sha discuss her next song.
And another song that you performed here live Next Sound Studio was Vibe.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about Vibe. And what I got from some of the lyrics is almost kind of like contradictions. Somebody tell you one thing, but like tell you two different things, but in the same sentence. Like you say I'm a vibe, you say what, you understand me,
Yeah.
but then you say that I need to.
We can't be together.
We can't be together.
It's too much. It's, you know.
So yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the contradictions, the how we came up with this. Let's talk about it.
So Vibe is definitely one of my favorite songs. It kind of sums up my love life. It's very complicated, unfortunately. So at that particular time when I wrote the song Vibe, I was kind of dealing with someone who kept saying, you know, we got to slow down, and, you know, let's just get to know each other a little bit better. Mind you, it was like 2 years, right? And, you know, I'm saying, like, I'm feeling the vibe. Me and you are cool. We know enough about each other to make this official. So, like, what is the issue? And I just felt like I kept getting a lot of excuses. And as much as I was getting great compliments about the person I was, something wasn't adding up. You know, whether he wasn't ready and just wasn't honest, or I don't know what was going on. And I just got really frustrated because I'm like, hey, if I'm such a vibe, if you're a vibe, then why can't we be a vibe together, you know? It didn't make any sense. And I realized that's kind of like a pattern in my relationships, you know, where everything is so great, but there's something holding us from really connecting and getting to that level. So I just wrote the song, you know, pretty much putting it out there like, look, I'm tired of being a vibe. Like, if I'm going to be a vibe, we going to have to be together, you know? Like, I'm tired of being a vibe. But at the end of the day, it's definitely my favorite song. I think it's a very relatable song. I believe a lot of people go through that where they want to be with someone, but they can't for whatever the reasons are. But it's this strong connection that they have. And unfortunately, even though you have a great, you know, connection with someone, I guess God is saying it's not meant to be.
Not to be.
Yeah.
Well, she explained it well. Now you get to see her perform live. If you stay tuned after this commercial break, we'll be back with Shot Star and Vibe.
Good afternoon, Miss Brown.
Wipe my ass.
Hey, yo, Mr. JB, what you doing, man?
Shut the fuck up!
It feels so good to be JB.
But she wanna eat this pussy.
Around friends and family. Although we fight, we got chemistry.
They have hot water in jail. You ain't even a real barber.
Nigga, they don't know that.
Now I can finally release some stress. How much I owe you?
$20 for the dildo.
Oh, but I don't know if it's on there, but I want 2 scoops to my face.
Yes, I love it.
Oh, I knew you was in it. I knew you was in it.
Girl, I got weed, rubber dicks, and I got everything you need.
Cause my stomach used to be fucked up from them ice cream sandwiches.
Nigga, I live here. Why I gotta call every time I come here?
Hi, I'm Chantel Nicole, host of Live from Next Sound Studio. See America's top indie music artists perform live and hear the story behind their lyrics. Tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. EST on the YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio NYC, and I'll see you there.
You say that I'm a vibe. You say you care about me, feel my energy. You say that I should try to have more patience, more understanding of what's between us. You say let's take it slow, setting all kind of boundaries. My love's an overflow. You say it's not the time, but when you hold me, kiss and caress me, you feel so right. You say get out of my world. You say get out of my feelings. Remember the love that we're making. You say get out of my world. You say get out of my feelings. You know that I'm dealing, got options, and I just wanna hear you say, just come to me, baby, come to me. Hey, yeah. I like how this feels, peace and harmony. But you're no good for me, baby, good for me. Yeah, yeah. I like how this feels when it's you and me, you and me. Thoughts of us, don't it sound so sweet? You and me. Don't it sound so sweet? You say let's chill and vibe. You say you can't live without me. I need you here with me, but then you make me cry. Manipulation, no communication is what's between us. I said that I should go. You still have a hold on me. You call me on my phone to beg and plead and waste time, convincing me that I can be the one, but baby, just not tonight. You say get out of my world. You say get out of my feelings. Remember the love that we're making. You say get out of my world. You say get out of my feelings. Remember the love, and I just wanna hear you say, come to me, baby, come to me. Oh yeah, yeah. I like how this feels, peace and harmony. Oh, you're no good, good to me, baby, good for me. You and me, you and me. Thoughts of us, don't it sound so sweet? You and me. Don't it sound so sweet? I go by the name of Shasta. I want to thank you for having me tonight. Shout out to Next Sound Studios Live. Appreciate you. I want you to rock with me. I want you to rock with me. And I just want to hear you say, come to me. Good to me, yeah, 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 yeah. When it's you and me, you first, don't it sound so sweet? You and me. Don't it sound so sweet?
Another dope track from Sha Star. And if you've enjoyed what you've heard so far from her, be sure to stream all of her music, which is available on all music streaming platforms. And as always, if you've enjoyed us tonight, be sure to tune into our show next week as we bring you another talented indie music artist and catch up on previous episodes on the UBC TV network and YouTube channel Next Sound Studio NYC. Now let's take it back to our director once more as he and Sha discuss tonight's closing song, The Switch Up. It's always my pleasure hosting, and I will see you again next week.
And another song that you performed here live in Next Sound Studio was The Switch Up. Now, I know you told me you were writing at different parts of COVID.
Yeah.
So, were we talking about the same dude in The Switch Up, or is this, I know you said you have a type. So is this somebody different?
It
with
was
the same
somebody different, child. It was somebody different. I could tell you a million stories. Yes, this actually was a real relationship of 3 years. Great guy, we're still cool. He loves this song. And pretty much the song, The Switch Up, written by me. Everything is written by me or co-written with Robbie Nova on this album. Yeah, it was just, it was like an emotional roller coaster. There was love there. And he was a great guy, but again, he wasn't ready. And instead of telling me he wasn't ready, it's like you drift off, but you come back. You drift off, you come back. So, you know, I always say after 90 days, for some reason, people start to switch up. I don't know if that's your experience, but that's what I've seen lately.
Well, that's why Steve Harvey had the 90-day plan,
Yes.
the 90-day rule.
And I did not read that book, but I'm actually going to read that book because something about those 90 days, you know, people start to really show out or show different sides of themselves.
The season is changing. The seasons change.
All of that. So, yeah, that song was actually fun to write. And every time I perform it, everybody loves it. It's nice, 90s, soulful type of track. And yeah, just know that people could switch up at any time. Be ready, be prepared. But, you know, when I write my music, I'm really trying to say at the end of the day, you have to take your time to get to know people. Like, that's just pretty much what you need to gather from what I'm saying. Like, and to avoid the toxic, unhealthy patterns, you really need to start changing certain things about yourself, healing from your past. Whoever you're dealing with has to heal, and you have to take your time. And I think that a lot of people in dating do not take their time and get to know the person. You know? Yes. So it's really, it's not really the switch up. It's really the fact that you didn't take your time to get to know them. And then when you see certain red flags, sometimes it's a little too late. And your heart is invested. And I think that's kind of the issue that I have, you know. Just, I dive deep into my relationships.
Which you, as you should. And if you get messed over, you can always write a song about it.
That's what I do. That's where
you
the hits
can
come from.
always write a song about it. Put them on blast.
That's what
Thank you so much for sharing all of that with us. It makes sense. It makes all the music make sense. It makes the lyrics make sense. Hope you all have enjoyed everything that you've seen and heard thus far. Be sure to be liking, sharing, and subscribing to Live from Next Sound Studio NYC on all social media platforms. Stay tuned, because after this commercial break, we have Sha Star with The Switch Up.
Check out David Sosa's latest hits, beginning with Ocean Fire, featuring Lubang. When that situationship is just too real, toxic. Figure out what you want with, let me know. And can't forget that self-love with Laugh. Check out David Sosa's latest album, Journey to Love, available on all music streaming platforms.
Get the banging on my chest.
Bang, bang, I'm the beast boy, I'm a beast. I'm a fighter, I have the tiger. Try to. This day is gonna be the greatest memory, making history. Let's go. You don't need no luck with that golden touch. Time to light it up. Let's go. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it.
No, the life ain't easy. I'll take that risk, I'm dedicated. Time waiting on. I put my own up, that weight been making me strong. It's gonna happen, but through shit you couldn't fathom. No, I'm only going up, I'm getting mines. And fuck what's at the build different still. When the score, you ain't put shit on the board. Ain't been before, but it's only right that I keep on winning. And I snatch your plate. They lack, they fake. Catch him like a platoon in his brain. See the angels calling his name. He was thinking that life was a game, but the demons, they with me the gang. Disrespected.
Hi, I'm Chantel Nicole, host of Live from Next Sound Studio. See America's top indie music artists perform live and hear the story behind their lyrics. Tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. EST on the YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio NYC, and I'll see you there.
Live from Next Sound Studio. Shall start. The switch up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We used to be so cool then. I fell in love with you, damn. You got me so confused, yeah. And I lost myself in you. Listen, I like the way you call me up and give me your time. I like the way you come over to talking wine. I like the way you chill, relaxing, baby, so cool. I like the way you set it up and put me in the mood. But something ain't right here. 3 months later, where you at, you disappear. I can't win here. I give my heart to a nigga who don't play fair. We used to be so cool then. Fellas, I fell in love with you, damn. You got me so confused, yeah. And I lost myself in you. Listen, what happened to your calls and honey some of that time? I called you, text you, called you back 6 more times. You disappeared, tell me that you're busy, but the love is still here. I trust your words, but it feels like I'm living a nightmare. But something ain't right here. 3 months later, where you at, you disappear. I can't win here. I give my heart to a nigga who don't play fair. Ooh, we used to be so cool then. I fell in love with you, damn. You got me so confused, yeah. And I lost myself in you. Listen, Oh, I can't win here. I give my heart to a nigga who don't play fair.
Tune in to Live from Next Sound Studio, Thursday at 9 p.m., where our featured artist will be Indigo Agape, performing his songs,
and I am not
No Time Wasted.
I'm different, I'm ahead of them. I got your back, I'll never let. Sometimes I wonder why I even love and play the fool. What is it you doing to me? Do it right,
and
make
do
me
it
sit
right.
tight, then you grip right around my body when you back it up on.
Hear the stories behind his lyrics with me, Will B. Walker, and my director's cut. Hosted by Chantel Nicole. We'll see you Thursday at 9 p.m. YouTube channel Next Sound Studio NYC.
Like club for my new shit. Everybody know I like new kicks. Stacking up my paper like I move bricks. And I've been on the block, not a new kid. Shut the fuck, don't wanna hear your 2 cents. Bugaboo, why you gotta be a nuisance? 2021 was a true bitch. Treated us like new phone. Who this? Yup, but never mind that. We're gonna make it through the rough times that got us thinking that we never bounce back. Wouldn't be who we are without that. So yeah, if you in here, make a friend here. Live it up with the ones that should have been here. Let's celebrate them with your glass up. Now get your ass up. Party like it's the last one. If you wanna ride, come through. Get lit with me tonight. Come through. Don't know what you were expecting. It's so about to be epic. Come on. If you wanna ride, come through. Get lit with me tonight. Come through. Don't know what you were expecting. It's so about to be epic. Come on. Everybody here live on the gram. Everybody here ride for the fam. Everybody getting crunk up on it, having fun up on it like a merry jam. Roll it up, take a puff. This stuff got your boy like you know.